Hello everyone, welcome back to this amazing chemistry series where in this video I'm going to break down the concept of polyatomic ions, what are they and how to write their chemical formulas. You are going to learn by the end of this video what are polyatomic ions, some common examples like sulfates, nitrates, phosphates, carbonates, hydroxides, and step-by-step method to frame the formula of any polyatomic ion using the valency and the crisscross method. This is perfect for students and anyone trying to strengthen their basic in chemistry. So watch till the end for tips to remember for common ions easily. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. You can share with your friends and you can leave a comment for any lesson you want me to do. So let's learn how to identify and write the formulas of polyatomic ions. So before we start, you should know what are polyatomic ions. So polyatomic ions are the group of atoms which are covalently bonded, together, and they act as a single ion, and also carry an overall charge. Some of the very common polyatomic ions which are mostly asked in the exams are hydroxide, sulfate, carbonate, nitrate, phosphate. These are some very commonly asked. Just understand that these are the group ions which have an overall charge and they are acting as a single ion. OH has a valency of 1, sulfate has a valency of 2, carbonate has a valency of 2, nitrate has a valency of 1, and phosphate has a valency of 3. And this is hydroxide, this is sulfate, this is carbonate, this is nitrate, and phosphate. You need to at least get used to these group ions. You won't find these in the periodic table. You have to learn them. Now the rest of the steps are similar to how you do it in normal framing formulas, and for that, if in case you are new to this video, you are new to this channel and you want to know how we frame the formulas using the steps, there is a video link which I have given below. You can click and you can watch the video of framing the formula of simple compounds. So I want to frame a formula of sodium hydroxide. So what is the first thing which I'm going to do? I'm going to follow the steps. The first step is you have to write the symbol. So sodium is Na and hydroxide symbol is, if you see, it's OH. While framing the formula, we do not show the charge. Now the sodium belongs to group 1, so the valency is 1. Hydroxide, always its valency is 1. Now remember, the rule says if the valencies are same, you have to cancel out the valencies. So you cancel the valencies out. Your final formula is NaOH. Clear? Now let's have another example, calcium hydroxide. Now again, the first step is write the symbols. So calcium is Ca and hydroxide is OH. Now calcium belongs to group 2, so the valency is 2. Hydroxide is always 1. Now in this case, I cannot cancel the valencies because the valencies are different for both the species. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the valencies between them. So the calcium valency goes to hydroxide and hydroxide valency goes to calcium. So CaOH, and I have to put a bracket and then I have to put a 2 over here. Now some of you might be wondering why I put a bracket over here. So to explain this point, just have a look. If I am writing my formula like CaOH2, then this will be considered wrong because this 2 is equally distributed between hydrogen and oxygen. That means oxygen is also 2 and hydrogen is also 2. And to do this, I have to put a bracket. So that's why I put a bracket. Okay, but if the valencies gets cancelled out, we don't have to put a bracket. Let's do some more examples. Compounds like aluminium nitrate. Same thing, the first step is writing the symbol. Second step is you have to write the valency. Aluminium belongs to group 3, so the valency is 3. Nitrate valency is always 1. Then you have to switch the valencies. After switching the valency, your final answer will be AlNO3 bracket 3. Clear? So like this you can do any formula of any polyatomic ion. So you have to just follow the 4 rules in order to frame any polyatomic ion formula. The first rule is you have to write the symbol. Then you have to find the valency. If the valency is same for both the species, what you do? You cancel the valency. And if the valency is different, you switch. So these are the 4 rules, basic 4 rules which will be used in order to frame any formula. I hope this topic is clear. This is a very basic topic in chemistry and this is a must. It is a required thing in chemistry. Without this, the balancing chemical equations or framing the equations will be very difficult. So, and I will make a video on how to write the chemical equations and how to balance the chemical equations. But before that, you need to just be clear about how we frame the formulas. Clear? One I'll give you to do it, a challenge question for you guys. Okay, you can pause the video and you can try out this one. Frame the formula for magnesium phosphate. Magnesium phosphate. So pause the video and then I will show you the answer. Okay, so magnesium is Mg, phosphate is PO4. Okay, magnesium valency is 2, phosphate is 3. You switch the valencies, you will get Mg3 PO4 bracket 2, magnesium phosphate. Clear? So I hope you like this video. I tried to make it short and simple, and if you like it, do subscribe so I can make more videos for all of you. Thank you for joining. Have a great day. Bye.